Hello all, and welcome back to Small Grid Only. This episode is picking up right after we brought the next ship to space, and it is a testament to the fact that no matter how long you've been playing this game, you can still make mistakes. And here we are back on Earth. Excellent. The ship is parked off in space somewhere, and now we're kind of freed up. We have some room on top of our rover to work with, and we have new ships to build. Because now we only have two things, and I'd like to have a few more. It wouldn't be a terrible thing to do. What is this? Oh, gravel. We don't need that. We're never going to use gravel for anything. We can't make reactor components, so I think that's all you ever use gravel for. Yeah, we don't need to be carrying gravel for any reason, so just get rid of that. You know, we should actually make a spout that just automatically dumps gravel, and then we don't have to worry about it anymore. Let's do that right now. So the basic tools, we don't want to keep those ever. So we're going to do that. We are going to drain all. Alright. It's so weird watching it just spew tools out. Let's make sure these aren't the good tools that it's throwing. These should all be absolute junk tools. We'll just pick up everything it throws for now just to make sure it's doing it right. I do like how far that's getting thrown. I think that's far enough that, yep, this is all stuff that we don't want. So, excellent. We don't want any of this garbage. Get rid of all of it. And it didn't throw the good tools. As we can see, we still have slightly better tools in here. That's cool. I like that addition a lot, actually. Let's go ahead and put this on top of the ship like I said I was going to do. Why? Oh. I always forget one or the other. I either forget to turn the inertial dampeners off, or I forget to turn the battery recharge off. And I just flop to the ground. Just kind of silly. What am I missing off my hopper? Oh, that's the O2 generator. That's what's missing here. We actually want to turn that off to save power, and we want ice to be in there so that we can recharge our fuel. Landing this on top is a little bit awkward because I don't have thrusters that point the direction I want them to point for this type of landing. So we kind of just have to like flip and oh, this is terrible. This is actually a terrible experience. Okay, well. That was extremely unpleasant. I'm not going to do that regularly. I'm definitely going to make some sort of system for landing. Maybe what I'll do is you know what, let's just do this right away. Let's just do this right away. Because I refuse to do that repeatedly. That was terrible. Even with a proper setup with a remote control and a camera, because I don't have thrusters that face up on this ship, and I have no intention of making, it's going to be a bad experience every time. So we're gonna just make something better right off the bat here. And that's a significantly better. That feels so much better to do. I don't need any reversing remote or anything. It feels good to do. So we're gonna work on the top of the truck a little bit and just make it a little more uniform now that we don't have as much use for these types of things. Maybe we can get more data pads and find more. Oh. See, now this is the problem. I totally forgot to... That's upside down now. Gosh dang it. Parking brake. parking brakes. Don't use that with the parking brake. I didn't forget this on the back, but I totally forgot this on these ones that I just built. Yeah, that's a problem. Alright, well. Can I roll over? If my battery lets me, I want to say I should be able to, but alright, yeah, so I can roll over at least on this, with this small ship. Oh, what the? No! Oh my gosh. It's just one thing after another today. I just backed up and blew a battery up. That is an amateur mistake that needs to never be made. Man, that battery detonated so easily. It must have taken damage before, because I can't imagine that one collision was enough to blow my battery up. Oh, and now God. I need to take a break. I'm doing everything wrong right now. Also, these inertial dampeners didn't turn off my thrusters again. That was really annoying. Okay. Let's rebuild the battery. Gosh dang it. This is actually upsetting that happened. Battery components are not something I can spare. See, my build planner won't pull from this inventory. And I have no metal plates. And I lost my decoy block. Maybe it's because the decoy block broke. I need to find a better spot for these decoy blocks, I think. We might have to put them here. Like straight out and then just sitting. Because if I back up into a decoy block and it detonates like that, I'm going to lose batteries on these ships. So we're going to get rid of this preemptively. I also lost radio components from the decoy block, which I can't build. So that collision was costly. Oh my god. I swear I'm not getting paid to do this. Oh, I'm gonna break something again, and it better not be a battery. I'm having a lot more trouble flipping over this time too. Alright, so we kind of need to rock and then thrust. Oh my gosh. That's not a fun experience. I need to stop falling off the top of my truck. Maybe if I drive along the edge of the lake, I'll get better stone, because it's that gray rock, it's not dirt. The fact that my inventories are filling makes me think that it's definitely better. Look at us throwing gravel out the side, as we should be. I got significantly more rock from this area than I was from the dirt. Actually filling my inventories with rock slowly. But I think we're going to call that good enough for now. Make sure we go high enough so we don't back into the battery and detonate it. Can I have this throw scrap too? There. Now if I put the scrap back in, will you throw the scrap? Yes. Alright. Now I don't have to deal with the scrap problem either. All of that because I was distracted by the parking brake thing. Before I do anything, I just need to do that. I also need to lock it. Now it won't come flying off while I work on other stuff. Basically that, survival kit, cockpit, batteries. This is going to be super easy. Alright, our second scout ship is complete. They look kind of goofy parked up there, but not terrible, honestly. We've got some setting up to do in the menu, which let's get a little more. Oh my gosh, it's an explosion of gravel parts flying out. They're still landing. Oh my gosh. I'm worried about one of those just going flying into my truck, blowing a hole all the way through it. When they get underneath the tires, it really worries me. I should be doing this with the gravel spewing downhill, not uphill. Note to myself for the future, I guess. Drop gravel downhill. At this point, I finally decided to take a break for the day and drove the rover up onto a nearby hilltop to log out. Ran into a couple phantom trees along the way, but made it otherwise unscathed. The next day, I logged back in and found my 5th user error. It turns out I didn't have enough solar panels this time because I sent that ship up into space and I only had 4 on my truck, and my truck was pretty much out of power again. Now luckily I had enough ice and hydrogen to just turn all that on and power my truck, but I decided I really needed to add more solar panels so that I had sustained power production. So I'm gonna head back down to the lake and remedy that. Where's this lake? Oh, it's way over there. I didn't realize we drove so far from this. Well, we gotta get ice, so we gotta go back. Wow, we're kind of flying down that hill. It's not ideal. Good thing I have gyroscopes. Turn our lights on. Oof. A little bit of lag there as we were spawning in the station. Taking this big boy off the jumps. Probably bottoming out a little bit when I land because it's pretty heavy. Got to make sure to land more level. Like this. Yeah, that looks better. It's probably right where we were mining last. Ooh, going off a jump. Ooh. Alright. Not bad. Probably we're going a bit faster than we needed to be. But we got to the ice. Start the drill rig up. Tempted to add more solar panels. 4 more solar panels. 2 on this side, 2 on the other side. I think that would help our powering issue a lot. I think 2 solar panels per survival kit attached is probably a good thing to go for if you're going to leave the survival kits on, because then you can power the batteries enough during the day that they can power the survival kit at night and you won't slowly run out of power. I haven't done any calculations for that, but that's just intuition, I guess. Let's see how much further out that would stick if I did that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's definitely further, but it's not really further than the ships stick out, so effectively not really making this much wider. I'm gonna do it. I think we'll get the value out of it for sure. The other thing I was thinking of actually is putting solar panels on these small ships, and that might be the better solution. Maybe we'll just do both. We'll do both. Alright, now that we did a bunch of updates and sorting, make sure to take a screenshot and a blueprint. More importantly, the blueprint, in case it falls through the planet or something weird happens. pretty good screenshots actually too. Set those to auto so we don't short out on power. And I'm going to drive over to the station. We haven't done that yet. We've flown there, but we haven't driven there. Unfortunately, at this point, life decided to attack me, so I had to drive off and log out again for a bit. When I logged back in, I had the bright idea to add magnetic plates to the bottom of my lifting pistons to make, the whole place more stable when I lift it up. But turns out there's a really good reason I don't do that. Oh my gosh. What have I done? Oh, and then I killed myself. Oh, I know what I did. This is why I worry about pistons on things, because I just flipped my truck using a piston pushing against itself. This piston right here locked, I assume. It locked, and then I turned my pistons to extend, and because it couldn't extend, it flipped my truck over the front side of itself. Now, I lost some solar panels. I'm not certain what else I lost, but I'm sure I lost something else too. So, I lost a decoy block. I flipped a couple times. That was very unpleasant. I'm just glad it stopped. I tried for an extended period to use gyroscopes to flip myself back over. I tried just doing it manually, and then I added a whole bunch of gyroscopes, and I even tried using the override controls and whatnot, and I just couldn't get it to work. I don't want to involve pistons again, but I might have to. Okay, the piston trick has some kick to it. I just blew something else up though, because I locked it when it was going the wrong way. Maybe if I just reduce how fast it's moving. And that is the button that turns off my recording. Dang, I can't believe I missed recording that. I did manage to flip it back on my first try, but yeah, I missed recording that. Oh well. I guess it's time to do some repairs. I repaired all of the stuff that I had just broken, and then I promptly logged out because I decided I had done plenty of damage for one day. The next day I logged back in with renewed enthusiasm for breaking things. It's a beautiful sunny day here in Space Engineers, filled with lag and other wonderful things. Let's grab one of these little planes and fly around. Alright, so we have to turn the gyros on. The survival kit was turned off. We'll turn that on. We'll shake it off of recharge. Turn the thrusters on. And unlock it. Oh, forgot the inertial dampeners. I always forget something. You know what, let's do a search mission. I actually haven't done any of these, and I've got an hour of battery power. Something different to do. Actually complete the mission that brought me here. Can't hurt myself, so just drop out of the sky like that. Somebody put a butt ton of these in storage, so I'm going to take all of those. That is really strange. Just empty all the inventories. I don't know if they don't, or whether or not they reset if you don't empty them. Oh wow, look at all this. This is crazy. Never seen anybody do that before. We want search contracts. They're all about the same. I'm kind of curious if searching will actually give me the stuff in the package. So we'll just accept that. How long do I have? 20 minutes. Let's go do it. Only 13 kilometers away. That one's closer than the other one. Looks like it's pretty much in the same direction as the last one. The last one was a little bit that way, I think. But we're going to just go right over this. Go straight there. Maybe we'll find something interesting on the way. Maybe we'll have an unknown signal fall on our heads. Always come in a little fast for my liking. Another one that has no parachute. Makes tons of sense. Cow boots. We're going to take the tubule out of the top here. So these missions are probably going to be really easy now, because now we get that little circle whenever we're nearby something. It tells us exactly where it is. Oh yeah, look at that. These are trivial missions now because they just show you where it is as soon as you get close. It just pops up on your targeting system. It's ridiculous. It's so easy. But it's not paying me much. I'm just kind of hoping that maybe this container, I don't know, has something in it of value. It's flying, so maybe... Oh, it just disappears. That's, not really cool. Okay, well... I don't think that mission's worth it, considering I got $33,000 just from jumping in and out of the beds at the station, and this one required me to fly all over. I didn't get any resources out of it, but I'm gonna get like 40, 50,000 credits. Doesn't seem worth it to me, but you know, whatever. Now we know. Get stuck in connectors. That happens so often. I completed the contract, but where did it put the money right in my account? 280,000. I think it did. I think it put the money right into my account, which makes sense. I don't even have parking brakes. I don't know why I'm hitting the parking brake button. Just driving rovers around so much. We'll go check out the player bases that I know are around here, and then maybe we'll just start moving. I have been here too long. Okay, well this one's still down here. Can't tell yet, but it doesn't look like anything has changed. And in fact, nothing had changed, so I grabbed some more battery components and headed for the next base. Yeah, this hasn't changed either. The rover looks like it's moved, though. Oh, I'm running out of fuel. Maybe it didn't move. Looks like it rolled a little bit. That's exactly how I left it, though. Not quite exactly how I left it. I have a bunch of tanks of stuff. We're going to take them because we can't make those. This is still owned by nobody, though, so they never reclaimed their blocks. Actually, this should be owned by me. Well, that one's owned by me. I don't know what... Oh, that's the cargo. This is owned by me, too. On the way back to the rover, I ran across something new. So, I parked the ship and went to check it out. This thing was straight in front of me when I landed, so we'll just line up and fly forwards. Get the proper tool out. We will slime them. I see the spinny. This must be the person that, yeah, look at this. Oh, they have an interior turret and everything. It really just got set up. Who is it? Oh, it's this privacy guy. It's the same guy. I must have just missed this before. It's like a, Yeah, I don't know what this is, but it's a thing. Maybe they had an antenna here. That's like how they marked their ore instead of using a waypoint. I have no idea, but this is a thing. Also, what did I just die? Oh, there's a turret on the bottom of the survival kit. This guy really likes guns. We're going to get rid of that. We're going to actually just take the ammo out of these, because this guy hasn't been around in weeks at this point. God, I'm going to have high reputation with the pirates. I'm going to end up with a bounty on my head. This is the problem. And then people will come find me. Pretty soon I'm not going to be hostile with them. I wonder if maybe they have been around, or this is where they're going to make their first base. I have no idea. It's like a drill rig was originally here. With that, I headed back to the rover and sorted through my massive stack of data pads, which I've been accumulating since I got to the lake. And that was great because I found a whole bunch that were on the planet, and that is wonderful preparation for where we will pick up in next episode, which is going to be starting our journey driving around the planet and trying to visit as many of these places as we can. So I hope you enjoyed this episode, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one.